Look over there! Can you believe it?
Wow, that's amazing!
The desert sun bled into the horizon, like a dying ember as the cowboy rode hard across the wasteland, dust swirling in a golden halo behind his horse. Colt Maddox wasn't looking for trouble that evening, but the world had a habit of putting him exactly where trouble lived. He found her collapsed beside a dry wash, a smear of blood darkening the sand around her. An Apache woman, proud, fierce, and barely conscious. Her breathing was rapid, shallow, fighting for life she couldn't hold on too much longer. A broken arrow jutted from her abdomen. Colt's heart kicked against his ribs. He dismounted instantly, dropping to his knees at her side. She tried to rise, but pain pinned her down. Her eyes flashed open, sharp obsidian, full of fear and fury. He lifted his hands slowly to show he meant no harm. Easy now. I ain't your enemy. Her voice was a whisper carved from stone. Do not touch me. You're bleeding out, he said, scanning the arrow. If I don't take that thing out and pack the wound, you ain't macking it through sunset. Her breath hitched, and for a moment, her strength faltered. The Apache woman's eyes widened. Wait, you're putting that inside me? Her hand gripped the ground as though she could hold herself to the earth. Colt swallowed. Ma'am, if I don't, you'll die. The desert wind fell still behind them, as if the whole world waited to see what she would choose. She closed her eyes, trembling, not with fear, but with the weight of trusting a stranger, from a world that had never shown mercy to hers. Finally, she nodded, and Colt Maddox went to work, praying to every deity he didn't believe in that he didn't lose her. Night fell fast, bringing cold and silence. He heated his knife in the fire until it glowed red. The woman stirred, eyes fluttering open. What are you doing? Colt steadied his hand, cauterizing the wound. It's the only way. No. Her voice was weak, but her conviction was iron. You want to live? He asked. She didn't answer. He leaned closer. You were ambushed by raiders. Whoever shot you might come back. I need you strong enough to ride. Her jaw tightened. Her people, her pride, they were reasons enough to fight. Finally, she exhaled. Do it. He pressed the heated blade against her skin. She arched in agony, a cry ripping from her throat as the fire sealed the bleeding flesh. Colt bit down his own reaction. He'd seen battlefields, but something about causing her pain twisted his gut. When it was done, she lay panting, sweat running down her temple. But her eyes, they held a new clarity. You saved my life, cowboy, she whispered. Didn't have much choice, he replied, sitting back. Ain't in my nature to leave someone to die in the dirt. Silence settled, not uncomfortable, but fragile. Something unspoken bridged the distance between their worlds. She studied him. You risked death for me. Why? Colt looked into the fire. Maybe because I've seen too much dying. Maybe because someone ought to do the right thing every now and again. She nodded slowly. My name is Noya. Colt, he replied, and neither yet understood how deeply that bond would be tested when danger returned with a vengeance. By dawn, Colt had Noya on horseback. She was weak, but alive and determined. They reached Red Canyon by noon, the cliffs towering like ancient guardians. But peace was short-lived. A gunshot cracked through the canyon. Raiders, the same men who tried to kill her. They poured onto the ridge, rifles drawn. You should have left me, Noya muttered, gripping Colt's arm as he pulled her behind a boulder. Not my style, he growled, firing back. The battle raged in bursts of dust and thunder. Colt fought like a man possessed, not for glory, not for vengeance, but to protect the woman whose life now meant more to him than he dared admit. Then Noya did something Colt did not expect. She rose. Despite the pain, despite the wound, she climbed onto the nearest ledge with the grace of a mountain cat. She drew a hidden knife from her boot and launched herself at the raiders. Leader, the one who fired the arrow that nearly killed her. Their struggle was vicious, primal. Colt tried to reach her, but more raiders swarmed him. Noya's blade flashed, and the leader fell. The remaining raiders fled, scrambling like desert rats. You're out of your damn mind, he breathed, catching her before she fell. She smirked. You saved my life. I returned the favor. Their eyes locked, not as enemies of different worlds, but as warriors bound by fire, blood, and survival. Something deeper sparked between them. A connection born not from romance, but from the kind of trust two souls earn only through shared battle. She whispered, "Colt, what now?" He looked at the horizon. "Reckon we ride. World's big, trouble's bigger, but maybe we face it together." For the first time, Noya smiled, a real one. "I would like that." And together, they rode out of Red Canyon, toward a future neither could have imagined.